All right, here we go. Ready? We're ready. Welcome, everybody. This is Mike, Macaroni Tony. Last time we left off, episode 15, I believe. Macaroni Tony was just getting to the school in Mariana, right? Or no, you were going to prison at 14.
Yeah.
But this episode, we're going to take a little detour. We're going to talk about a fun subject because we were just having fun. We decided this is what we need to be talking about.
It might be fun or funny,
but it's very serious.
It's true to the team.
Very serious. So what we're going to talk about today? Drugs.
Not drugs.
Drugs.
Drug addicts.
Drug addicts. Drug addiction, how it affects people, drugs, everything about it. Just what comes to mind. Drugs.
Okay. Y'all know me. Y'all know who I am. But first I want to know, the reason why I'm wearing this mask is because I had 5 teeth taken out and my goals and all that. And I don't want my mouth a bit. I'm going to talk to a motherfucker. I don't want a motherfucker looking at my mouth like they looking down at my motherfucking throat. You hear me? So, they took 5
That never crossed my mind.
Just busted. Hey, anyway, while rudely interrupted by this gentleman right here, supposed to be the gentleman. But anyway, what I'm saying is that I'm going to get me some, some Dutch people instead of walking around here with gold and everybody tell me think that I was the man who was doing the slow walk with a goddamn T-Rex. Feel me? So, but, I'm embarrassed that I don't have my teeth.
I think anyone would be.
Yeah, but it's just my top 5 teeth.
Yeah, the main 5, the Action Jackson, the stars of the show.
Man, I just, I felt I had to do it, man. You know what I'm saying? Change my whole identity, whatever.
Yeah.
So that's the main reason why I did it.
I'm debating it myself right now.
Yeah. Look at you, Mike.
Like I have mine, but I'm wondering if I need to do the same thing, and I'm watching you and thinking if he's doing it, maybe I should. I'm inspired.
Okay, let me tell you something, Mike. Before I went to prison at the age of 14, I took a puff of marijuana twice. Marijuana, that Mary Jane, you know what I mean? I'm in love Mary Jane for real now. I'll play with it. Anyway, I took a puff off a joint one time, but it didn't do no good to me because,
right.
I wasn't used to it.
Right.
And so like, I went to prison for somebody to do and got out.
So when you went to prison, you had never really been stoned?
No. I ain't never been drunk neither, but I don't drink alcohol.
Okay.
But the thing is that, like, I see a lot of people, and I recognize this, and it was due to note it through my observation that most people that do drugs, drink, it helped them somewhat mentally to deal with, with problems, to deal with wife issue, girlfriend issue, whatever. And me, I'm hiding a bat that fly at night, but scared of day. I'm high. Damn. What we talking about, man?
See, you don't even know what we're talking. So you were talking about.
Oh, I got it. Okay. I have learned about human traits. I learned to look at humans and observe them and learn these things, how they move, how they think. And one thing is that I'm a ex-cocaine, what you could say, a street pharmacist. You know what I'm saying? And at the same token, I learned to observe the people that I serve and to listen to them, to talk to them, and give them information so much about themselves that I know how to deal with that person for them. And so when I got out of prison, I started serving cocaine. Did my first, what we call bumpy yumpy. Did my first bump, you know, when I was like 43. And ever since then, I started dealing. And I started seeing other people who got the same addiction as I do. These motherfuckers is the pothead, they're junkies, they're motherfucking alcoholics. You know what I'm saying? They're everything but the child of God in my book. But anyway, I seen the dude one time, and I could tell by his mannerism that he have junkie potential. Like my buddy Mike. Look at him. He's a functional addict. And a functional addict is someone who can drink, but get up and handle their responsibility. I would just call that junkie. But then again, I ain't gonna say that. But I believe that most people with addictive personality, they would try anything to get high.
Yeah. So he was calling me an addicted personality, which I agree with. I've never been strung out on drugs, right? I like marijuana. I loved it right from the beginning. I like LSD and mushrooms, that kind of shit. And I have to admit, I got introduced to meth in prison, and I liked it. I snorted it. And I liked it.
Prison have more drugs like that.
Prison is a open air drug market and a big money laundering system. That's what it is. But I've never done the meth outside prison. I've never smoked crack, and I do like snorting cocaine when it's offered, but I've never really bought it or anything myself, and I don't go out looking for it or seek it. Do you know what I mean? But I understand when I like something, I will run with it. You know what I mean? And I've seen what you've seen too, because when I was younger, I used to sell drugs, and I saw people change completely within 6 months. You know what I mean? Go from like perfectly upstanding regular people to being complete pieces of shit, selling their ass and stealing everything from everybody. You know what I mean?
And the thing is that some people don't recognize that they have an addiction problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's their personality that can dictate or indicate what's type of. Yeah. And we got me so goddamn.
This guy shows up calling me at 7:30 in the morning, ready to go. He's like, "Let's go," and I'm like, "You're falling asleep. Let me have some coffee." For Christ's sake.
I was falling asleep. I listened to every word you said, son.
You wouldn't even let me have a cup of coffee and take a crap, dude. It was like, come on,
I don't need it. You think that I want to drink a cup of coffee and shit at the same time? Hell no.
I like to get going, get my,
I'm saying though, like you see how Mike?
I got a pattern.
Mike, every time I come, he got the shit. Every time this female come see me, she got to pee. What the fuck is that? Is nature calling or why you got to pee every time you see me?
It's called being regular.
Why you got to shit every time I come? That ass up must be tore up.
First of all, this is the first time I ever shit when you came. But you came early. This is my time, dude. I drank my coffee. I gotta go.
You know what?
I like to do it the first thing in the morning.
I'm gonna tell you something. And this is for the young folks. Doing drugs is not the key to life. Smoking marijuana And Mary Jane, she's my main thing. Now, doing that, it opens up that third eye that you can see through muddy water and spot dry land. That's what I'm talking
I think you're right.
about. You know what I'm saying?
I've spent most of my life sober, honestly, right?
A squares, backwood, buckwood, total hillbilly,
But
cotton picking, greasy lip, finger snapping, chicken eating motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
but I have noticed that when you're sober, when I'm sober a long time or a while, I I I lose the ability to pay attention to certain details that pass by. You know
So
what I
what
mean?
you have DDS or DHS, whatever the fuck they call this shit.
I don't
What
know, probably, but the point is when when I'm living that way and I'm missing all these details are usually kind of key. You know what I mean? And when I'm smoking weed and I see these things more clearly. You get it? And so I live a little better and I treat people a little better.
Bro,
And I can control my actions a little better.
you ain't just the only one who have embarked on that, what you call that, spiritual journey. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been on it. I'm a supercalifragilisticexpialidocious M M what you call impact that I understand. My understanding is so fucking huge, it's phenomenal.
Yeah. I think millions of people have. I think that's why marijuana now is has been legal and all that. And when I was a kid, okay, when I was think about this. When I'm 12 years old or whatever, right? And me and my friends discover marijuana, right? And and it's amazing. Like when the first time I got stoned, I remember thinking this is like the greatest thing in the world, and I want to do this all the time. Right? I remember right away, and I've heard that from so many other people that say the same thing. Right? And um, but then the whole world, like the whole adult world, is telling you that it's bad and illegal, and you're gonna go to prison and all this shit. And you're like, wait, the one thing I really love, and it was like it's bringing me all this cool shit. Like it's making my brain work better. It's making me understand music better. It's making me like draw better and pay more attention in school and shit. Right? It's inspiring me to live better. And you're telling me it's wrong, and I'm gonna go to prison and I can't do it. Right? Like what the fuck? Right?
I have never ever heard of anybody killing his girlfriend because she smoked my last joint. I never heard that anybody who high on that marijuana get in an accident.
Yeah, because you're gonna be driving extra careful.
And
you know what I mean? You're gonna be going too slow at worst.
And sometimes, man, you smoke that shit, man, and you sit down and you vibe. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you can feel 8-person energy in that room.
Yeah, it's there's something magic to it, right? And same with mushrooms. I think mushrooms have something magic. It's a little more taxing to take mushrooms. Like you can't smoke. You can smoke weed every day. You can't do mushrooms every. You just can't. You know what I mean? It's too intense. But and I'm like, you can't tell me it's bad. Well, now, okay, now I go through my whole life with all this weird shit about marijuana and how, you're bad or whatever. And you get old and it becomes legal and you realize 80% of America is the same way and has been feeling the same way you have your whole life. I feel like, one, it's awesome to be able to suddenly be able to talk about this and have it be legal and discuss it with people and it's normal, right? Like on one hand, it's really cool. On the other hand, it makes me realize we should have had all drugs legal. Like this whole
No, I can't agree with that, man.
I do because think about this, Tony. Think about it. This is what my thing. If you went and said tomorrow, like tonight, right now, say you got a notice, heroin just got passed, it's legal, you can go buy it at Walmart. I'm not going to Walmart to get it. I don't care. You get the people that are going to do it are the same people that are doing it now. And instead of like punishing these drug addicts and throwing them in jail and prison and all this shit, we can get them help. You know what I mean? And we can make money on it.
I can agree with that.
And we can make the money for those treatment on taxing the stuff that they go buy. And at least the stuff that they go buy, Now you know what it is because you know who's making it and how it's made and all that kind of stuff. And guess what? Now you got rid of the criminal network, right? Without having to do this war shit, without having to throw all these people in prison and destroy lives and do all that kind of crazy shit. Do you get it? Like, and marijuana is kind of the proof of concept of that. Like, I still don't think people are going to run out and want to do cocaine. They're not going to want to run out and do fucking oxys. You know what I mean? It's going to be the same people, and they're not going to be getting in trouble. You get it? And I think that's a better way of doing it. Like, I think it's a scam. I think this whole drug war on drugs is a scam. It
You know,
is.
it was the government back in the 70s that first brought cocaine
Yeah.
in this country
Yeah.
and turned to crack rock and put it in the black neighborhood and showed them how to cook
Yep.
crack rock. And the whole allegation is to get the black people,
Yes.
especially black men,
I do.
hooked
Yep.
on a drug that debilitate
And puts them in prison.
him. You know what I'm saying? And make him do things that he would not normally do.
And to prove this, okay, that this isn't just some wacky conspiracy theory. Okay, Iran Contra. Okay, the Iran Contra affair happens. So what's going on there? The some rogue people in the Pentagon, directed by the president, which could never be proved, but of course there are, because right, are taking are getting drugs coming in from Nicaragua, cocaine, right? So they're facilitating the drug flow, the cocaine into the United States, the CIA, right? And they're flying into a little airport in Arkansas. Guess who's the governor of Arkansas at the time? Bill Clinton, right? So there's this unattended little airstrip in Arkansas where these private planes are coming in from Nicaragua carrying all this cocaine, all right? And they're not getting any scrutiny or anything going through customs or anything. And it's getting distributed out through the United States for cash, right, in all the major cities. And this cocaine is directly becoming crack cocaine, which is the crack epidemic, right? And the money that the CIA gets for selling this crack, right, is turned into they buy Iranian arms, right, guns and weapons to sell back into the sneak back into the Nicaragua to help the guys fight the communist government there, right? So they're getting drugs from Nicaragua, right, cocaine, selling it in the United States into black communities, getting that money and using that money that they're raising from getting black people hooked and selling these drugs and arresting them and shit, right, to go buy illegal guns to give to rebels in Nicaragua to fight. It's so bizarre, but it was real. It really happened. That's exactly what happened. And it's going on today. Like, there's all kind of crazy shit going on today, and we're still trying to declare war on these drug cartels. And I think they do it on purpose, just to keep that available so that we can do that, because they know damn well arresting all these people and throwing everybody in prison. It hasn't changed anything. It hasn't changed a single thing. It's the same percentage of people that get addicted to this stuff. There's people that are just more prone to get addicted to those kind of drugs, but that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, because I don't feel like I'm one of those people. I don't like opiates. I don't. I avoid opiates. I've had opiates and used them, and I just don't like them. I don't like what they do to me. You know what I mean? But other people do. Other people like that kind of stuff. Tony's fucking nodding off here. I guess I'm boring the shit out of him. But it's real. Like, the government really was using giving cocaine to fucking black people to get them fucking arrested and hooked, and it's crazy. And that's one of the things I noticed when I went to prison. I was stunned, dude. When I first walked
They
in,
just say there is a conspiracy to kill a black man.
it's a conspiracy to keep them in check and
Keep them contained.
yeah, you know what I mean? Because when I went into prison, when I first walked into Graceville and I walked in my dorm for the first time, I saw there was like 100 dudes, right? And I saw 65 of them were like super healthy young black guys. You know what I mean? Like, black guys that were jacked and young, probably between 22 and fucking 40, and just cut, and all of them were like pretty intelligent, like would whoop me at fucking chess and knew the law and that kind of, you know what I mean? I was like, this is really sad. Like, the heart of the and the meat and the brains and the beauty and whatever of the black generation is being suppressed in prisons, because it's literally like 50 some percent. You know what I mean? And we had a probably up in the panhandle of Florida, it's probably less racist balanced. You know what I mean? Like there's probably other prisons in Florida that are more black and probably others that are more white. But we were pretty average.
No, it's like this here. Like in America, you have more whites commit crimes than blacks. The blacks who are you see in jail and prison are poor blacks that they cannot burn out of jail, and what they do is send them people to prison. Yeah. Now the white folk, they commit more crimes than we do, but they got the money to get out quick, and they know that money talk, bullshit walk. Sometimes you gotta fit in where you fit in, or fit in where you get fit in, something like that. Yeah. But anyway,
let's wrap this up. We're at 20.
If they legalize drugs, like hardcore drugs, every motherfucker in the United States will be a goddamn addict.
I don't think so.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody was getting high. Even the president was getting high and probably get his dick sucked by Luna, some shit like that.
You'd be surprised. Most people wouldn't be running out. Like most people, I remember when I came up with this idea. I remember it was my mom and dad. I'm looking at
hold up.
They're not gonna run and get cocaine.
Now when the government brought in cocaine and put it in dope and put it in black neighborhood to uproot that neighborhood, but then when it jumped from the black neighborhood to the white neighborhood, now we got some problems.
Big problem.
Now them niggas out there selling that goddamn crack, they're going to jail. Yeah. And the white woman get caught with cocaine, it's like they get slapped on the wrist. Yeah. And they know that.
Yep.
And so I'm telling you that our government is more full of shit than a Thanksgiving turkey on a Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Because they talking about, this war on drugs. Yeah, they the motherfucker behind the drugs. Yeah. They all behind the drugs. And I'm telling y'all, it's all right smoking marijuana. But hardcore stuff, you got to check yourself before you wreck yourself.
When they say war on drugs, what they're really saying is we want to run out and arrest a bunch of blacks and Mexicans. That's what they're really saying. And that's what happens. And they do that on purpose. But they want the drug flow. They need it. They capitalize on it. The CIA, whenever they need illegal cash, that's what they do. They run out and they push drugs. And that's why they keep that flow going. It's never going to stop. So when I hear the president, we're going to go do, I know it's some bullshit thing.
So,
you know what I mean? They're just giving money.
We out there trying to stop all these drugs from coming here, shooting all these people on, boat or runners who trying to make a living. Now, what about the motherfucker out there at the White House, up there snorting? I'm talking about smoking weed, drinking. Drinking is the worst drug in the fucking world.
Yeah, there was a research group from England that did a thing that said alcohol has caused more problems in human history than anything else, including war.
Yeah. Alcohol will turn you into the monster that you are. It will make you flamboyant. It will make you like you gay. It'll make you do the stinking chicken. It'll make you do the bull walk. That shit will make you do all kinds of shit. It'll make a motherfucker get up there and do a back of flip and break your goddamn knee. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, while they are told against marijuana, because marijuana is sure enough open up my third eye. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see through a bitch's soul. I can feel the energy. And I could be your soul taker. All right, folks. That concludes this. You know what I'm saying? Thank my boy Mike. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no big pipe. No. You know what I'm saying? It's slight. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just a kickstand. The whole his gluing his maximus up. Plop, plop. I salute you, struggles. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay strong. Subscribe. And wait on my next episode. We are the champions. Salute.
Like and subscribe. I'm going to get stopped before you fall asleep. So.